Okay, hi, this is Trina with Scrapping That Radio, speaking with Brandon Pennington.
Yeah.
Alright, we just had the MG16 Martin Gladiator 16 fight where he took on Logan Peterson. Okay, where he had actually did defeat him in there. Now, going into this fight, now I understand that you guys have fought in the past, and this is like the rematch, the grudge match on it. So tell me a little bit about the first fight you guys had.
Well, the first fight, I definitely felt a sense of urgency to take him down. You know, I was very, definitely I feared his hands, I think, a little bit, you know, that first fight, because my trainer kept telling me, you know, Mr. Bonner kept telling, he cornered me that fight, actually, William did. So, you know, he had better hands than me, that he'd been doing it for so long that I needed to take him down. So I just kept taking him down and pretty much grinding him out to a decision. And it worked out perfectly, and that was the game plan, to get him tired. He cut so much weight for that first fight that there was no way he was going to, I knew he couldn't stay with me for 3 rounds.
So what is your normal weight, walking weight?
I usually walk around at 170 pounds, and then I'll cut down to 155, you know.
Okay. Cool. So going into this fight, so you already knew how Logan was fighting, or you already knew what his strengths are, different things like that. I remember the night before the fight, you didn't want to give away no secrets. Now it's over with. What was going into your mind on your game plan? Did you already know Logan may be a stand-up striker, and you were going to take him to the ground, and you knew his ground game was weak, or?
Yeah. The thing is, the game plan was to use my boxing to set up my takedowns. Now, while some of the rounds I didn't do that, at the same time I knew that I had to get him down. And the other thing was, I knew he'd been working a lot of takedown defense, so I really felt like I needed to rush him. So he had no space. But to keep the pressure on him, force the issue, and which I forced the issue. I thought every round, that was the one thing I really did well, is that I was really aggressive.
Right. And like you said that in some of them, the people that reviewed it and everything like that, they gave you like the second round to him, or parts of the second round to him, give him a little bit on there. We just looked at the fight together. I didn't see that. I saw maybe 4 hits that he got, all total.
Yeah.
Did they say where? Yeah, I just couldn't explain anything where he was getting any advantage on you. You know that. Did you feel any threat in any time? Looked like you were going through nice fluid motions where you were transitioning from being on the ground to turning it over.
Yeah. I definitely felt like, even off of my back, I definitely felt like I was still threatening him. So he was definitely, you know, when you're going for submissions and you're moving around off your back, it's going to be hard for him to hit me. And that's why he couldn't really hit me that many times, because I'm constantly moving. How is he going to get his hands on me?
Right.
You know. Definitely. So, and then eventually, it's time to turn me over, and it's time to sweep you. So eventually, I got back up to my feet, took him back down.
Exactly. Yeah. And as we know that you won the fight on there. So now, is there another fight in the future for Logan? Will you give him another chance?
No, that was it. Mr. Bonner said there's no more rematches. And Logan even said himself that he could never ask me for another rematch. That I finally got him. So it's definitely. I felt like in the process of winning this fight, I earned his respect. I earned a lot of people's respect, because it's not like he before the fight, actually. Well, during that whole day, he was walking on telling people Brandon doesn't want to fight me. Brandon just wants to wrestle me and lay on me and do all this other stuff. And I was like, well, Steve, if you feel that way at the end of the fight. I'm not really much of a trash talking kind of guy. I'm very quiet for the most part, you know, especially about me fighting. So once I get in there, you know, I just let my skills and my techniques and everything else speak for itself. I wouldn't speak for itself. I TKO'd him. I mean, he can't say anything about me just laying on him. He got pounded.
Exactly. So now thinking about the other organizations that are out there, Sparta, Operation Octagon, Baldwin Brothers, anything like that, do you have your sights on anybody, you know, any other competition that you want to get to?
Well, I've already fought for Sparta. I'm about to make my debut at 145 pounds. Spartacus in the process of talking to me, and also Epic MMA is also trying to get me to come back on their card. So I could end up fighting at both, which one's on August 13th, the other is on August 20th.
Right, exactly.
And there's a lot of promotions that are really looking at me right now and trying to get me on the card. So definitely, once I'm 18, it will be even more so, because by the time I'm 18, my record pretty much speaks for itself. I mean, I'm officially 3-1. I've had a smoker, which I don't know if you know what a smoker is. So technically, you could say I'm 4-1. I'm pretty much, you could say now I'm a legitimate contender. So it's definitely, and at 145 pounds, I think I'm going to be even more dangerous, because I'm going to be pretty large, I think.
So you're going to go down to 145 and maintain at 145?
Yeah.
You want to come back, go forth to like the
145 will be, once I'm there, I'm staying. I'm permanent.
Is there anybody in the 145 class right now locally that you're wanting?
I'll pretty much, not necessarily anyone I'm looking at. I know there's a lot of great 145s, like Mike Pagano. I don't know if you know who he is. He's the Modern Gladiators 145 champion. I respect him. Not necessarily trying to fight him right now, but if they put me up against him, I would fight him. There's a lot of great 145s. I can't say anyone in particular right now, but whoever they put me up against, I'll fight him.
Great. Well, other than that, any shout outs you want to give to the school? Anybody want to give a shout outs to? It's your chance.
Definitely VBAMA, my mom, and pretty much all my friends and family that came out to support me, and a lot of people supported me throughout, the training camp for this fight, because at first I wasn't really that interested in fighting him, because I already beat the guy before. And after a while I thought about it, because he was pretty much going around talking about, he didn't win, he laid on me for 3 rounds, and I just, in a way, it motivated me to fight him. It made me want to prove it, that it wasn't a fluke victory at all. And I think on Saturday I definitely proved that.
Yeah, you definitely did. One thing, congratulations on your win.
Thank you very much.
We'll definitely be following you guys, definitely on your career and your different moves. Let me know if you get set up in Giuliani's fight, Epic MMA's fight, or Spartacus fight.
Yeah, I will.
Right?
I will.
All right, well, thanks again. Mom, thank you very much.
You're welcome.
All right.
Thank you.